Sorry.
No, you're good, mate.
Chase, I'll get to the game in a sec, but can you just talk to us about the occasion and what it meant to actually be part of the first game on Christmas Day?
Yeah, probably firstly, a big thank you goes out to all the people that put this on and make it happen. You know, everyone from the stadium personnel and the officials, Melbourne, huge credit to them for coming up here and taking a part of this. Obviously, probably wouldn't have been their first choice, but especially off their game a couple nights ago. But yeah, ton of kudos and respect to those guys. Everybody, again, fans who made an effort, broadcasters, all the likes. Hopefully it was a fun environment for the fans and on a great product on TV, and hopefully it'll help build the league around the country.
I mean, you've seen obviously in America how popular it is. Do you think it is something that might be here to stay in Australia?
It sounds like we'll probably be back at it again next year. So.
As a playmate, how did you enjoy it tonight?
It was great. It was awesome to be a part of. We knew it was maybe a bit experimental coming in to throw a game on Christmas, but I think the turnout with the fans was exceeded expectations, and hopefully it played well on the telly. So it's it was really exciting to be a part of, and again, huge credit to United for it was probably not an ideal scenario for them, but we're really grateful that they made the sacrifice to come up and play us, and that goes to the refs and all the game day staff and all you guys as well.
Is it something you can see yourself as a player putting your hand up to do again, or share it around to other teams first?
Well, I don't know
I
how
don't
it
know, you have a
works.
choice.
Yeah, I mean,
would you want to be involved again?
yeah. I mean, it's very exciting, and hopefully it grows from here, and it'll be great to see where it goes in the future.
Did you have time to actually do any Christmas stuff this morning for lunch, or were you just that focused and couldn't?
Yeah, I woke up super locked and just rolled out of bed to Qudos. No, it was a lovely day. It was great weather eventually, and got to spend some nice time with my partner and her family, so it went well.
Chase, what did you make of the performance today? You must have been really pleased, especially with that fourth quarter, kicking clear after a few scary moments in the previous few weeks.
Yeah, some frustrating moments down the stretch. I think the offensive rebound just didn't seem like we could control a board, and they just would kick out three. It felt like they had a few of those, and help kind of keep it within touching distance and keep them engaged in the game. I thought we totally went to sleep for the last 3 minutes, probably the second quarter, all the way through about that time in the third, and just couldn't quite pick ourselves out of a hole. Ball got real sticky. A lot of the things that have plagued us throughout maybe later stretches of games came up to the fore again, but I'm proud of our guys for kind of sticking to it, gritting out, getting some stops. Obviously with Golding out, we were able to, clog up the paint a ton. They taking 2/3 of their shot from three basically, and that was able to help us rebound the ball a lot and get out and run when we could.
Xavier got cooking late in the third quarter and then in that fourth quarter. Do you think that was one of his more rounded performances this season?
Yeah, I mean, second quarter, I think we were just kind of a couple plays in a row, give the ball to Xavier and get the heck out of the way because we felt like they couldn't guard him. So, he was good. Almost a triple-double from the looks of it. We go as Xavier goes a lot of times. Felt like he probably could even finish a few more at the rim than he did. But Derek helped him get the pocket a lot tonight too, and I thought our spacing was really good. They want to clog it up for us too, just the way we want to do for them. And guys have to move and cut and space the floor for all that stuff to work. And I think collectively we were very unselfish spacing the floor tonight.
How was Derek landed awkwardly late?
Yeah, I think it was just a cramp. He was trying to go back in the game, said he'd had enough rest tonight, but gave Jackie a couple of minutes at it.
Reg on Tucker going pretty crazy there in the first half, but I think 3 shot attempts for no points in that third quarter. What was the missed at the time?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately our computer busted, so we didn't get our halftime film we usually like to have, but not really much of a change up, just kind of, didn't try not to fall asleep. And again, we kind of came out just a little lackadaisical to start the second half, so whatever the message was, it wasn't very good. But Josh, credit to him, he stuck to the scouting report when the guy was hitting a few and making things tough, and that's hard to do at times, and it helped us throughout the course of the game just to kind of stick solid where we started and let the numbers play out over time.
Some great moments from the bench tonight. The bloke sitting next to you, but Jalen Galloway and Angus Glover as well.
Yeah, it's great. I think Glove's been playing well for a while now, and to try to reward him with more time. JG feels like we just have this terrific young player scratching to really come out of his shell. So trying to get him as many opportunities to play and do good things, to finish with him and have him get that steal that seemingly iced it. I was turned around, so I haven't even seen the play yet, but looked like he dunked it. So, yeah, I thought our bench up and down was really good tonight. Gave us a huge lift.
JC must be pretty happy with the way the team closed out quarters, aside from the second, obviously. Even the first quarter was pretty good, but then that third quarter, after you've been in a bit of a lull, and the way obviously finished the game, a bit different from some of your previous games, so you struggled a little bit at times like that?
No, for sure. I think a big knock on this group, or an issue we've got to correct, is we have moments where we saw tonight, we get lax, we relax, and now whether I play into that, I got to figure out, but I think we have to recognize that when we get these 14, 17-point leads or whatever, that's not a time to go into coast mode or try to get mine. It's a time to really put our pedal to the metal and try to break someone's neck. So weren't able to really do that tonight, but I think there were some moments that a lot of good to analyze and come out of it.
Jordi, what do you put those lapses down to as a playing group?
It's a good question, and there's a lot of soul searching that goes on to kind of get a finger on the pulse with what's going on. It's probably just a mindset thing, and you can get a bit complacent if you're rolling, and just we keep the talk going with making sure that we know that the game's never over until it's over, and we want to go into those fourth quarters especially with a nil-all mentality, and that seems to help. And lapses, it's about just snatching it back as quickly as possible, and I think we'll get much better at that.
There was some great matchups on the interior tonight between yourself and Tim and Isaac and Marcus, and I thought yourself and Isaac especially had big impacts on the game. How did you enjoy that matchup?
Yeah, it's great. I love playing against Isaac, and he's a great player who missed a lot of time last year, so it's great to see him back out there. And yeah, he's a great guy, and he said the same to me. It's good to be back out there. So.
Shocked he only had 6 blocks. Not like he had 100.
No, he knows how to do that.
To be fair, there have been a lot of missed blocks for everybody this year, so I think we might have to go check the film on that one.
Yeah, that feels a bit personal, but
no, I'm saying you guys have getting the blocks, and they haven't been statting you. There have been a lot of missed stats this year.
NBL.
Seriously, let's get it right.
It's he's a great player. And
Look,
it's great
Bruce
to play
threw an
against
alley-oop last game, and they get somehow that doesn't count as an assist.
Oh, I got
Jalen
the assist
dunked
and
it.
the
I
point,
don't
man.
get it.
It's stat keeping aside, Isaac's a great player. It's great to have him back out there.
JC, talk briefly about the impact that Jalen had tonight. It feels like a player who's kind of on the surface of really giving you a lot of. Are you finding it hard to get him the minutes that he needs right now?
I mean, he played 32 in the double overtime. Obviously, 10 extra minutes helps that. But, I think he's got to earn it, too. Like, at the end of the day, he's competing with Angus Glover, who's a really good player looking for minutes. He's competing with Sean Bruce and Quad and just a ton of other good players. So, yeah, Jalen's development is important. And as you can see, probably as his minutes over time, they've trended up for sure. And you see throw him out there at the end of the game today to try to give him a little bit more looks. So, yes, I'm trying to play him more, but I'm also trying to play 9, 10 other guys as well. So it's just a lot of good problems to have as a coach, that you got confidence in so many guys to come out and perform.
And you had your family in attendance tonight. You got to spend Christmas with them. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was terrific. Obviously, I feel for a lot of the coaches, imports around this league, and a lot of people spend Christmas alone. It's tough. Holidays can be a lot of tough on a lot of people, and to get to spend it with my mom and dad and my siblings was amazing. So had a great breakfast this morning. Spent a lot of time at the beach the last couple of days. It's been great.
What's your dad made of the NBL, as someone who's got a long basketball history in the States?
No, I think coming here last year, he was super impressed with the production and the quality of not only competition, but coverage and things like that the league has put on, and it's obviously grown a ton over the last 5 to 10 years. Larry's done a great job. So, yeah, overall very impressed.
Scouting out any of your players to take back over with him to the States?
I'm sure Jordi, said, "Come on."
RC and I, we're on the phone a lot.
My dad does. My dad does love Jordi. He's one of his favorite guys. So he always talks about him.
All good things.
Yeah, I have to hit back.
Anyone that's doing any questions? No, you guys are good.
Thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.